Hello again! Welcome back to Jade. This time, last time we finished the prologue, so we're beginning the actual game this time. Alright, this time for sure. Yes, I've conquered you, Necktime. Wahaha! It's the morning of our first day of class at Beacon. Today, Team Jade, even though there's no A in Penny's initials, joins the academic life. Other than homework and classmates, this also means uniforms, and the male uniform for Beacon features a tie, which took me 5 minutes to tie correctly, more or less. I guess I never had to learn to tie one in my life before. Precious information. Evelyn, can I come out? I asked loudly to be heard through the door. I'm changing in the bathroom while Evelyn is changing in the bedroom, Penny in the kitchen, and Jack on the balcony. Now, one may wonder why each of us is changing in a different room. Well, I'm a guy, so it's a given. Penny also claimed the kitchen before any of us could ask why. And Evelyn and Jack, yeah, I don't think those two were comfortable around each other yet, unless it's a battle, and Jack lost at the rock, paper, scissors.
Of course you can. The real question is, should you?
I sigh and roll my eyes, leaning my forehead against the wood. Alright, other question. Have you 100% finished changing into your uniform?
Oh no, he's learning. He's soon gonna overthrow his masters.
Evelyn?
David!
Oh, screw this. If she's still not finished, I gave her plenty of chances to tell me. I'm coming out.
And women everywhere rejoiced.
That little... Well, she's dressed, but now I have another problem. So, how do I look? How many words can I use? The way the uniform hugs Evelyn's curves, well, I mean, it's not like you can't notice with her normal clothes, but in a miniskirt, it's just something else. And the thigh gap between the skirt's hem and the kneecap socks. Aww, am I so
sexy you're at a loss for words?
Hello again, bluntness. I have words, I don't know if I should voice them.
Keep the profanities to one word, and you can go right ahead and worship me.
Haughty, aren't we?
Evelyn? David? I'm coming out as well.
A few seconds after Penny's voice carries through, the kitchen door opens.
How do I look?
Oh my brothers, Penny! You're adorable!
Looks very good on you, Penny.
Thanks. I've never worn a uniform before.
Well, Penny is not as curvaceous as Evelyn. The uniform still suits her, not as well as her normal clothes, but the colors, huh? Penny, why do you still have your collar on under the uniform? Oh, don't worry about it.
I have a scar. Yes. Positively ugly scar that I wish to keep hidden from sight at all times.
Oh, wow. If you need a collar that covers the entirety of your neck, it must be a pretty big scar.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
Oh, I don't mind. It's perfectly fine.
It still amazes me that Monty tried to gaslight the community, like, no, she's not a robot, when she was first introduced, and then immediately reveals, yeah, she is a robot. Like, you weren't fooling anyone.
That's the spirit.
Huh? That's a surprising chipper reaction.
That's the spirit, and you're in luck, for I am an expert at scar removal.
You are?
You are?
I am! I can prepare a salve that periodically applied makes...
I'm coming out.
Please do come right outside this very instant, Jack. We're awaiting your reveal with fervent curiosity.
That was not subtle at all, Penny. But didn't she say she didn't say the scar didn't bother her anymore? Oh well. Now I wonder what the uniform looks like on Jack. Funny thing. What?
What?
Jack?
Hey, what's wrong with you three? Did I get the knot wrong? No, it's perfect.
Jack, that's the male uniform?
Huh? Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't like skirts. Bloody hell, does it look bad on me?
It doesn't. And that's the problem.
Carrots! What the hell does that even mean? Evelyn bites down on whatever she was going to say next and walks to the apartment front door, leaning her head against it once, twice, 3 times. Seriously, what's her problem?
There's nothing wrong, but I guess it's attention grabbing?
Especially since it looks better on her than it does on me. That's it. Let people watch. Who cares? Yeah, who cares? That's the spirit. Although, hold still for a moment. In a matter of seconds, Jack undoes the faulty knot I had produced, adjusts the positioning and length of my necktie, and then makes a new knot. Perfect, not too tight, not too loose. There we go, looking dashing there. My dad always said, a bad tie makes a bad day. Uh-huh. Well then, let's go to breakfast. Carrots, get off the door, will ya? Hate you. Come on, partner. Most important meal of the day. Evelyn gets off the door as Jack grabs me by the shoulders and proceeds to push me towards it, completely ignoring my shattered, broken, destroyed pride.
Of course you realize this means war.
Evelyn!
What?
Please teach me how to do a tie!
I just realized I've never been shown around the school. You remember where the mess hall is, right? Damn, I've never seen so many people all eating in the same place. Me neither. School was mostly empty in the last few days. And on Saturday and Sunday we didn't eat in here. Well, knowing I'm not the only one who's never lived in a school life makes me feel a lot more at ease. Sharing the pain and all that. What? You never attended an academy? Never ever, partner. But you're all so strong. Flatterer. You haven't even seen my simplets. Yeah, that's what makes you broken.
FYI, I've never attended a combat academy either.
Neither have I.
I have to call bullshit. You're obviously all been trained in combat, or am I on a team with 3 fighting savants?
Of course we've been trained, dummy. But do you think combat academies are the only places in Remnant where you can learn to fight?
I don't know, are they? For all I know, they could be. Oh right, you're missing memory.
There are other venues available to those who wish to learn the art of combat on Remnant. Retired or injured hunters can take apprentices, and there are non-hunters versed in the workings of aura and dust living outside of the 4 kingdoms.
I see. Sounds reasonable. Glad it does. Now let's get some grub. I'm famished. Wow, this is the best food I've eaten in months.
Oh? But don't you usually cook for yourself?
Oh dear, here they go again. Of course I do. I can't make miracles while I'm on the road. I turn out the argument in favor of facing Penny, who today got the picture-perfect selection of food for her breakfast. How's the food, Penny?
It's definitely nutritionally balanced, but I think the eggs were slightly overcooked. Probably to give them more consistency before the scrambling procedure.
A simple good enough would suffice. But that's not Penny.
But it wouldn't have been a sufficiently informative answer to your inquiry.
I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but Minos and his team were very on record for saying the reason they made this game originally was they didn't like how Volume 3 ended, and they're like, I want to, do something better for my favorite character. I can't help but laugh at her honest worry about my possible lack of knowledge about her breakfast. Thanks for the concern. I was just trying to make small talk, Penny.
Oh, sorry. I'm not really used to it, so I can't properly distinguish yet.
Oh, it's fine. To be honest, it's kind of cute. There she goes, like clockwork.
You're doing this to distract me, aren't you?
But I have no idea what you're talking about.
Calling me and my mannerisms cute? Because you remember how I reacted the day we met.
Oh, that. Yes, I may be trying to make you blush on purpose. She laughs at my admission, and I'm glad I stopped her from going into a funk.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry so much. I'm not a particularly negative person.
No, you're just a particularly quarters person. That joke only makes sense if you've seen the show. And it's a bad joke. But you made such a kick puppy face. It was just a little communication mishap. Why does it get you so down?
Well, the thing is...
Penny! Everyone! Good morning! Ruby, good morning.
Ruby! A good morning from me as well.
Thanks, but enough about me. You're wearing the beacon uniform. My eyes widen as Ruby suddenly flings herself to Penny's right to hug her and manages to sit properly while doing so. That's impressive. That means you've passed initiation. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ruby.
After an instant of uncertainty, Penny returns the hug with the biggest smiles on her face.
No hug for me.
Oh, hi, Evelyn. Is that your fourth? Why is Ruby staring at Jack? Oh, right. You're a girl, right? Well, isn't that an awkward question? But Jack seems to be taking it in stride. Sure am. The name's Jacqueline B. Ivory. But you can call me Jack. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, you're so pretty and your hair is so long. I thought, of course, you must be a girl, but you have the male uniform on, so I got confused. It's alright. I guess I'm the only female student who wears the male uniform, as far as I know. But seriously, it looks better in you than the guys. At least, and she knows how to tie ties better than me, too. That's because I used to do it for my father growing up. It just takes practice.
I'd be more than happy to help, David.
You would? Thanks, Penny. And Evelyn and Penny are giving each other a thumbs up for some reason. Who cares? Come back to me, Pride. Okay, two things. Are you the girl Ruby was making a weapon for? And what is she making a fool out of herself for now? Another girl has now approached our table, and she's, well, at lunch, she's everything Ruby is not, if I had to make a comparison. Ruby is petite and has short, dark hair. This girl is very tall and has long, golden hair all the way to the middle of her back. Ruby is, well, she's petite in more ways than one. Blonde girl is, Evelyn's are bigger anyway. Also, I think me and Evelyn saw her spar in the amphitheater with another girl a couple of days ago. Yang, I wasn't embarrassing myself. I was asking a completely legitimate question. Wait, Yang, isn't she the one who... So she's the girl who used common sense on you. Oh my god, she actually said that. Ariel, that was supposed to be private. Was? Yes. Why didn't you tell me? What do you mean, why did you? Oh, right, you don't know Yang. Well, that's a deja vu. A crime, more like. Get. I'm Yang, Ruby's teammate and older sister. Wait, what? Older sister? They don't look much alike, to be completely honest. I wonder how many times they heard that growing up. I'm Ariel, and yes, Ruby did make my weapon, and I will make sure to repay her. Glad to know, and hi, Penny. Couldn't believe it when Ruby said you were going to be attending Beacon as well.
I couldn't believe it myself at first. It's a pleasure to see you again, Yang. David is my teammate. This is Evelyn Demarot, my partner.
Hi there. Hey there yourself, Evelyn Dameron.
And this is our team leader and David's partner, Jacqueline.
Be Ivory, but you can call me Jack. Another blonde, finally. We're blonde. Xiaolong. Another blonde. I was starting to finally despair, only having John to share it with. I heard that. I snapped my neck to the right, but I can't identify the source of the voice. What's that about? Hopefully she's the one to break the stereotype. Between you and the dunce, I have half a mind removing from my life anything even remotely resembling a shade of yellow. I guess this is another one of RWBY's teammates. Wow, she's pretty. Not that RWBY and Yang aren't pretty, but while RWBY is cute pretty and Yang is hot pretty, this one is class pretty? Does that even make sense? She's petite as well, but slender and very well dressed in a princessy manner. If that's even a word, I can't help but imagine her in something like a long ballroom dress. Wait, didn't Penny mention a teammate of RWBY she could take fashion advice from? And oh, you must be Weiss. That was the wrong call. Don't worry, RWBY, I won't spill these beans. Yet. Oh well, Weiss, you got another admirer. Wait, what? And why is it the correctly identified Weiss suddenly looking at me like I'm her worst enemy? What are you talking about, admirer? Oh, come on, don't play dumb. How else would you know Weiss Cream's name? Guess you know me from my singing career, or are you an estimator of my family? So she is actually some kind of princess, cool, but seriously, I think there's a misunderstanding. I have no idea who Weiss is supposed to be except for RWBY's teammate. Okay, seriously, why is that so shocking? What's so funny? For real? He seems to be telling the truth, at least I think so. Oh wow, why is every girl I meet in Vale a different kind of total knockout? If you're cute pretty, hot pretty, and class pretty, meet Grace pretty. This black-haired beauty, which by rule of elimination must be RWBY's final teammate, just exudes natural poise in every step she makes. And she feels like she's not even trying. But the question remains, how does she know Weiss's name? The better question is, how does he not know? Wasn't she dreading the prospect just a few seconds ago? I'm Blake, by the way, Blake Belladonna. Nice to meet you, everyone. And hello again, Penny. Elio the Capagus. But seriously, I have no idea who Weiss is outside of her relationship to RWBY, and even that was a guess. Meaning, Penny told me about a teammate of RWBY's who has great fashion sense, and RWBY herself mentioned the name in passing. 50-50, so I took a guess.
Oh, that's true.
Stop being surprised already! Huh. Well, considered the information at your disposal, it's logical you come to that conclusion. You certainly couldn't have made that bet on Yang or Blake. Excuse me? Hey! I'm Wai Shi. It still amazes me that those two don't hate us for indirectly causing that. She, wait, like the dust company Evelyn told me about? No wonder she was surprised I didn't recognize her. Although she doesn't seem that bad, or at least not as bad as the company name would have you think. She's a bit uppity, I guess. I see. It's a pleasure. Oh, the pleasure's all mine. Seriously! That voice again! What the hell? Now, I'd love to stay and chat some more, but I'm afraid classes are about to begin. We should all hurry.
Oh, the bell! We only have a half an hour.
See, when they say that, I have to wonder, does either time work differently? Does half an hour mean something different, or are these schools that massive? I'm sure we will be seeing each other during classes. Have a good day. I can call you Ariel, right? Oh, come on! No, for real, who's doing that? Sure, if I can call you Weiss. Absolutely, have a good day. Everyone, there she goes, Blank and Yang, hot on her trail, probably for an explanation regarding that fashion sense comment. Ooh, this is unfair. Do you have any idea how long it took to get Weiss to be friendly to me? What's your secret? RWBY, I haven't the foggiest idea. This isn't over, not by a long shot. And that's forward. That's a weird, team.
They are? Have you looked at us?
Good point. Anyway, she doesn't seem that
You
bad,
mean Weiss?
considering what you told me about her family's company.
She's just the youngest daughter of the family. It's not like she has any administrative power. And hey, she's an individual like the rest of us.
To be fair, most of the issues with the company are because of one man.
I like to always keep an open mind. If I thought that every human I met is a racist, talk about self-fulfilling prophecies.
Weiss is Ruby's partner. I don't think she would be able to get along with a genuinely bad person.
I don't know.
Although she did warm up to you, uncharacteristically quickly.
I chalk that up to me indirectly complimenting her without the aim to flirt with her. First impressions are a powerful thing. Anyway, we should probably get going too, right, Jack? Jack? Yeah, she seems like a nice girl. Her arms are gripping her elbows quite tightly, and she's staring at nothing. Can she even hear me? Partner, you okay there? It's nothing, Ariel. I'm sorry. Let's go refresh ourselves, and then to class, alright?
Did something happen?
I really don't know, Penny. Yeah, I can't remember if Evelyn already knows this or not. First day of school, let's try not to be late for class. Well, that's embarrassing. Went to the wrong building. There's a certain hustle and bustle as we file into the almost packed class, and notice that there are very few seats left and no sets of 4. The things like that happen when you arrive almost at bell time. You don't really get a choice in seat dispositions. Bummer. Oh well, we have to make some new friends. Sounds good. I'll see you guys after class. I look around the classroom and notice an empty seat at the far right of the room. I seat myself just as class falls silent, which I guess means the professor has arrived. A slightly rotund man on the short side stands in front of the desk in the middle of the classroom's bottom area. He sports a finely trimmed mustache and wears mostly burgundy. Children, I welcome you back into these halls. Board hasn't changed that much since the break. Seems like Ruby and her team are sitting a couple rows behind me. Professor Port, huh? I hope you use these 3 weeks to relax, catch up with your family and friends left behind, because from today on, we're going back to familiarizing ourselves with our prey. He makes a grandiose movement and raises a hand to point at the wall behind him, where a geography of a gram hangs. For our enemy is restless, relentless, and always up for feasting on scrumptious human morsels. See, it'd be one thing to take Port seriously. Like, some people often, when they talk about Port, just mention, oh yeah, like he was the person that played him, them had that controversy. No, to me, like, the biggest thing with Port is he's just boring to even in the comfort of our homes, even in the most private moments. Ominous. Why, for example, I remember one time I almost jumped out of my seat as a large portion of the class lets out a collective groan. What the hell? There I was, deep in enemy territory, having just failed a particularly strong adversary. It was a long and hard-fought battle, but that's a story for another time. Thank you, gods. I was so satisfied with my catch that I decided to help myself to my guilty pleasure. A bag of fine blend vacuo tea, a boiling kettle, and a whistle. Later, lo and behold, I was about to enjoy my piece of nirvana. Okay, I think I'm starting to get an idea of why the groans. But alas, soon as a new enemy appeared to chastise me for my mistake, Even though my immediate surroundings have been cleared by my own hands, an opal swooped down the sky. Well, the story sounds kind of interesting. His storytelling ability is, well, quickly my hands went to my weapon, swiftly holding it up like to my shield, myself in the beast's mighty dive. I hope this doesn't go on that long. Stumbling, but not knocking to the ground, I flexed and pirouetted up the air, my mighty war axe swinging. Lo and behold, my enemy was defeated and faded at my feet. Oh my God, that went on for almost the whole lesson. Now I understand why so many people are dreading story time. I mean, there were a few interesting tidbits here and there, but that was mostly purple prose. This experience taught me many a valuable lesson, which I saw fit to share with you today. Damn it, we were actually supposed to be paying attention. If he's not a sadist and made that difficult on purpose, he needs some serious work on his public speaking. Let's see, what can be an important part in the story? The kettle? The professor mentioned that he had cleared his immediate surroundings, which meant that since he was alone and not in a negative state, the Grimm had been attracted there by something else. Was the lesson about the Grimm's sense of hearing, Professor Port? Indeed it was. Very observant, young man. Ah, score one for Team Ariel. The apparel is green-shaped like a bat, and just like their animal counterparts, they have bad eyesight, but incredible hearing, and locate their prey with echolocation. Even from afar, the whistle of my kettle had attracted like a moth to a flame. If I hadn't been keeping my weapon to my side, I would have died with its first attack. Always have your weapon at your hand when in a hostile environment, children. You never know when you may need it. Alright, that sounds like something I should make a note of. That's all the time we have for you today, children. I encourage you to review and possibly deepen your knowledge about opals. Opals. Have a beautiful, bountiful day. Well, I'm famished. Let's go find the girls again and... Shoot, you're telling me we're actually supposed to pay attention all this time? Will you pipe down? And of course you're supposed to pay attention. You're in school. I'll go on a limit and guess that Professor Port's class have never had that much participation from students. Penny, seriously, what's your secret? I feel sluggish. I have no idea how I kept awake through it all. I guess I'm just used to listening to long speeches. My father had a habit of going into his own little world and muttering out his thoughts. Practice makes perfect, huh? I have no desire whatsoever to practice hearing that. For once, I agree with Evelyn. I'm glad that's over and done with. So what do you want to do with the afternoon? I think I'm going to Vail. I'm to inquire about that part-time job. That's the plan, yes. I also thought about asking about helping in the kitchen, like you mentioned, but they said to come back tomorrow. While I'm at it, I guess I will go check the shop on Main Street and see what they have for sale in the chocolate and cookies department. You want company, Ariel? No, it's okay. I have a sneaking suspicion that you'll try and dissuade me. I will be awaiting your return then. And remember, the last bulkhead to Beacon is at 10 p.m. I will keep that in mind. See you later. Later, partner. Alright, please keep one to the side for me, okay? I'll pick it up by the end of the week, I swear. Sounds good. Are you sure you want this brand? It's a bit pricey for a student. I know, but I need to do this much at least. You either got a lucky girlfriend or she's got you whipped. And that's my cue to leave. Right, good evening. Ooh, that was getting a bit too personal. Although he's probably right, people don't go all this way out on present holiday special occasions, but at the end of the day, I owe to RWBY a penny, I might as well be. Anyway, that's settled. I need 200 yen to buy the box. So now it's time to inquire about that part-time job. Please call again. From dusk till dawn. Mm-hmm. Good evening. Welcome to From Dusk Until Dawn. Hello. I'm here to inquire about the part-time job. You beacon student? What? How does he know that? Your aura unlocked. You beacon student? Well, yes, but perfect. You're hired. What? You just like that? Need fighter. You can work evening shifts. Come when free. You free now? We do afternoon shift for trade. Well, yes, but good. Get hey. An apron gets thrown in my face, and I put it back down. The shopkeeper is already walking towards the back of the shop. Hey, I know next is zero about dust. Look inside first drawer. What? And he's gone. What the hell has happened to this shop that we need somebody that can fight as a part-timer? I do as he says and check the first drawer of the shop counter. Inside I find a one-ear noodle mic and an earbud. I check on you for security camera from Bolt. If you need advice talking to Noodle. Sir, what exactly did this shop need to be closed and reopened again? No time for talk. First, welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Very, very good. Closing time now. Thanks gods it's over, and thank the gods no one commented on the noodle. I removed it and the apron both. All in all, it wasn't so bad. It was mostly just about weighing or counting the needed dust for each client, and if any were about to ask questions, the shopkeeper was already telling me the answer in my ear. I could see myself doing this every now and then. Very good. Hiring you was a very good choice. Thanks. I didn't think it would go so smoothly. Hold up scroll, please. Sure. Hold up my scroll, and the shopkeep does the same, swinging his own device horizontally and above mine. What? Little first-time bonus for an inspector. You come back, yes? Sure. Good. Late now. Got to close and you missed last bulkhead. Right, I'll see. Holy, I can't believe this. I've already solved the money problem. If I want to, I could definitely go to get Ruby's present and catch the last bulkhead with plenty of time to ship fare. Congratulations! And this is basically the exact same as Cobalt. I'm going to skip this. $183 because technically we're starting right at the second semester instead of we're starting at the first season. You actually came around. There's our hard worker. How'd it go? Good enough. A little weird, to be honest. How about yours? It's good. Shadow got to know the local legends. Apparently, shortly before we joined, Team RWBY had the biggest food fight in the history of Beacon. They what? Oh man, I'm glad I was out of the blast zone. That amongst another first-year team, actually. Oh, come on!
Uh-huh.
We saved you some food at dinner. It's in the kitchen. Awesome, I'm finished. And where's Jack? Sigh in the kitchen. I hope for your sake she didn't want to try and add personal touches or something. And duly noted. I hope she didn't. Or that if she did, Evelyn's who's in the wrong with that story. She's not cooking. She's sitting in one of the chairs, staring at her joined hands on the table. Hey, partner. Hey. I take it they immediately put you to work? Yep. So why are you hiding in the kitchen? I take a seat at the table, fi- finding the food still warm enough to eat comfortably. I won't exactly call it hiding. I just need some time to think, refocus myself. What happened this morning hit you that hard? I was surprised. It didn't expect something and it threw me for a loop. Want to talk about it? Not really. I mean, something you can't really do anything about. I just need to learn to live with it. We've been partners for less than 2 days. I don't think it's fair to make you suddenly share my emotional baggage already. Can't be more troublesome the first time I met Evelyn. Okay, now you must help me. She was trying to observe me in my sleep, whatever that means. Oh God, she gave you the crazy eyes. You mean she always looks like that when she uses her semblance? Most of the time. You know what? I don't feel so scrambled anymore. She stands up and stretches her arms over her head before heading out the door. As she walks past me, she places her left hand on my shoulder and gives it a squeeze. Thanks, partner. I really needed that one. Seems like every member of this team has something worrying them. Down me, my past, Penny and her hidden side, and Jack and her baggage, and well, maybe except Evelyn. So far, she's the only one. Sorry, I can't. She's the only one who's been bothered by not being able to tell us about Jack beforehand because she wanted me and Penny to make our own opinion. I wonder, what is it that worries her? You know, maybe I should start keeping a diary in my stroll. There's so much stuff coming at me. It can help me put it into perspective. Good morning, Ariel. You had an uninterrupted and restful night of sleep. I did? Good to know. How does she know that exactly? Tuesday, day 2. I feel I should point out that those days that it says are technically not correct because it's only the days the game as part of the day cycle. Like the game will still continue as part of the end game, but like you have no control after that point. I'm gonna call it a part here.